Welcome to another session of our Mass Effect 2 playthrough. We're chilling in the last place that we ended yesterday, and I said I was going to do crew talks. Turns out there's like 4 or 5 squad mates that want to talk about stuff, and there's some interesting things that are being discussed. So instead of just doing this off stream and not showing you guys, I figured we would do this for about the first 20 minutes or so, and because I already know who we need to talk to, so we don't have to run around and talk to everyone, so that should cut down the time a little bit. We'll do crew talks real quick, and then we will start main mission. We're going to do the Reaper IFF. That's the next big mission we have to do, so we'll get started with that. But first, crew talks. Let's talk to Morden Solus, our pal here, about, I don't know, he's got some stuff he's got to tell me.
Sheppard, how can I help?
Guy Fury says, you seen his arc in the comics? He's talking about Negan because I'm wearing the Negan shirt, for those that don't know. I have not read any of the Walking Dead comics, so seeing Negan for the first time in the show is my first time seeing him at all. And I know it's pretty brutal in the comics. It's pretty good. I know a lot of people were hyped for it when he was kind of hinted at during the sometime in season 6. They're on season 7 now. It's almost done, and I'm just hoping they don't kill him off too quick. He's a really fun character, and I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays him so well on the show. It's absolutely amazing. But I've always wanted to read the Walking Dead comics to kind of see the differences between the show and the comics and all that stuff. And I know they do a lot of things differently. Sometimes they take stuff straight out of the comics. Other times it's completely different. So might have to check that out sometime.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters.
Medical?
Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Aware you come by a great deal. Have had other species become attracted to me before. Awkward. Not interested.
Other species? You get hit on, Morden?
You've had members of other species make a pass at you?
Constantly. Very awkward. Skin tone apparently attractive by Turian standards. Subset of Krogan sexual deviants enjoy Solarian flexibility. More cartilage and skeletal structure. Asari offers intriguing, actually. Wonder why. Trans-species pheromones unlikely to work. Must be neurochemical.
You know what I just noticed when he talked about Asari? I don't think, at least up until this point, in Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, I don't think we've seen a male Asari before. I think Asari are just women. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think we've ever seen a male Asari before, up to this point. Just noticed that. Are you joking with me?
Wait a minute, Morden. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Sheppard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
Okay, Mr. Morden. Remington says they explained it in Mass Effect 1. Asari only have one gender. Well, then I apparently wasn't paying attention then. Can you blame me though? I mean, there's like so much stuff that we've been doing. I don't know. I don't remember who told us that then. Was it the consort? Was it Liara? Probably was Liara, I would say. Alright, so let's go down to... That's not the elevator. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. We don't talk with Jacob because he doesn't have anything to say. So let's go down to... Let's go to engineering first. We'll save the best stuff for last. Morden is a stud. Shep can't even compete. One of my favorite actors, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah, he's pretty good. He also played a character in another comic book sort of movie. I've never seen the film version of Watchmen, but I did read the comic, and apparently he plays the comedian in the movie, which is pretty pretty interesting character if you read the comics.
Sheppard.
Um, Tell me about you, Grunt.
Just checking in. How you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge. What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
Even trying to get better?
You know, I kind of thought connecting with your past would bring stability.
See, now we're having fun. Me remembering good deaths, and you with your funny human thing you're doing. My job is to hurt things. Direction, control, that's your job, Battlemaster. You're why I'm a soldier, not dead or crazed like an animal. Thank you, Sheppard. You gave me purpose. Now let's find something big to kill.
Yeah, let's find something big to kill. Alright. Now, we do have to talk to Tali, but I just remembered something, so we're gonna go up and talk to someone else first. Yeah, I wanted to do this originally yesterday before we ended the stream, but work called, and I had to go in early. So, here's an interesting one.
Sheppard,
I thought we could chat a bit.
I would like that. You have been a good friend to me.
I want more.
Samara, we have a connection.
I would not have dreamed that one so young could touch me. But Sheppard, you must put the thought from your mind. It can never be.
I don't accept that.
Samara, it can be. You just have to open your mind.
I serve a code stronger and deeper than any feelings. If we survive this mission, my oath to you ends. I will be bound by the code again. That makes a relationship impossible.
Oh my god. Everybody needs comfort. I really want to ask that. I really, really do. But I don't think that's... I don't think if we say that option, we're gonna get the thing that happens. So... everybody needs comfort, Samara.
You've kept tight control for a long time, but you still have needs, Samara.
I have the strength to withstand my own drives, Sheppard.
You don't have to. The galaxy won't end if you find a little happiness.
You're different from anyone I've met. I think I could find more than happiness with you. But my self-control is who I am. Don't pursue this, please.
Don't pursue this. You need this, Samara. You do.
You've been strong through so much. Now it's your time.
In another time, another life. Sheppard, excuse me.
Well, the 1,000-year-old Asari doesn't want to be with us. So that was a attempt to romance Samara there. And well, since there's only two other options that we can choose from, because I've already done Miranda before, it's either between Tali or Jack. And well, I mean, it's pretty obvious who we're gonna go with now.
Sheppard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a
Boshtet?
small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
Why do you get sick? How sick are you?
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
An acute allergic reaction. Guy Fury says, Liara, why? Could have been so close physically. Specifics of illnesses.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like, what did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
Section seals?
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Well, there you go. There you go. Remington says this conversation's so hot right now. Wait, what? The Samara one or Tali's? I'm assuming Tali's. Quarian evolution.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
What about other planets?
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
Suited life sounds difficult. No joke, man.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
You're embarrassed? Goodbye. We're gonna say this. I trust you too, Tali.
I appreciate the thought, Tali, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more, how did we even end up talking about this?
She's so flustered right now. It's amazing. You making a pass at me?
Wait a minute. It sounds like you're suggesting something, Tali.
What could I possibly be suggesting? I mean, a young woman gets rescued by a dashing commander who lets her join his crew and then goes off to save the galaxy? How could she possibly develop any kind of interest in him?
Oh my god, I love her. We're interested. We are interested.
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tali. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't you never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
Oh my god. Guy Fury's laughing in the chat. He says, awkward Tali, she's got a crush. Remington says, this is everything I ever dreamed for. Well, there you go, man. Dreams come true. So, I guess we're locked in with Tali now. Tali Zora Vos Normandy is ours. Which is going to be interesting because there's something that happens when we talk to Miranda. So if you're wondering why I know all this stuff, is because I went around and talked to everyone, see if they had anything new. I already remember the people that we need to talk to. It's Thane and Miranda are the only ones that are left, and then we can start main mission stuff. Like I said, I wanted to do this yesterday, but I couldn't because work called, so rather than just not show this, I figured I would. So, we're almost done here.
Do you need something?
Guy Fury says, yep, connecting your suits is the dream. Alright, Mr. Thane.
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
Solipsism? What's that?
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Tongue and mouth? What? Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone staring at the walls? More than I wanted to know. What about bad memories?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Memories.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
So you remember every hit, every person he kills.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
Every pang of guilt.
That sounds difficult. At any moment you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Oh, whoa, we're getting some deep conversations here. My gun doesn't have free will.
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That's irresponsible, I guess?
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do.
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
That memory you had before.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time.
Uh-oh.
Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
Whoa. So what happened?
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
That was unique.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
So if I say this again, does he tell me the same exact thing, or is it a different memory?
The last time we talked, you remembered one
Oh,
of your
same one.
assassinations.
A bystander noticed my spotting laser and
I should
threw
get back to my duties.
Sheppard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You're lonely.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
I'll mourn you if it happens. You're a good man, Thane.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
Dude, Thane is like so cool, man. I thought he was cool when I first played it, but now that I am replaying this, like, he's an awesome character. He's a badass, man. All morning, Thane, says Guy Fury. Remington says Shep should take Liara's picture down before inviting Tali up. Maybe he'll do that. Or he's just like, you know, she's one of my friends. Haha.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Alright. Last one, and then we'll start Reaper IFF.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact.
Oh, Miranda. I wish I didn't romance you that one time.
I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
Cerberus is wrong?
I trust you, but I don't trust Cerberus. Your experiments crossed the line.
Mm-hmm, we agree with that.
All the time, yes. But I recall a Spectre who crossed a few lines while hunting down Saren and the Geth. And we'd be lucky to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
What about Jack?
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
I saw your monsters. Yeah, we did.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead, the Thorian creatures were mindless, and the Rachni were abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers died in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
Ooh, she's flipping it on us. Why do you like Cerberus?
With your intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
And you. That sounds like romance to me, and I don't think we need to pick that option. I'm sorry, Miranda. I'm sorry.
What? You disapprove?
No, I'm just impressed. You're... well, look at you. A kid from the slums of Earth. No family, little formal education. And you've done more than I could. Despite everything my father did to make me perfect, you're the best humanity has to offer.
You always bring that up.
You always bring up your genetic tailoring. It really bothers you, doesn't it?
This is what I am, Sheppard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
You're hard to compliment.
I can't admire your body or your mind? You give your father too much credit. Yeah, he gave you gifts. But you can be proud of what you've done with them.
Oh. Thank you. Perhaps I wouldn't mind if you admired my body.
Oh my god. I mean, we're not lying. Like, we are admiring it, dudes.
You wouldn't, huh?
I think I could live with it.
It's only fair. You've had 2 years to look at me. And I was wearing less than you are.
Sheppard, wait. I need to think about this.
Scared, Ms. Lawson?
Cautious, Commander Sheppard. But interested. Very interested. For now, I should work and think. I'll talk to you later.
Uh-oh, 2 renegades. So that seems to me like... I don't think that's going to cause any issues between Tali and Miranda, I don't think. Because she has to think about it. Tali, on the other hand, we were like in on.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Think.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Actually, I'm a bit pressed at the moment. But I'm still thinking about our last
Yeah.
chat.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
It's kind of right now, it's kind of like just flirting, to be honest, because we have to progress to a certain part in the main story before I think you're locked in. But it was kind of fun messing around like that. I mean, I couldn't resist, man. Say a nice thing about a wonderful looking woman. We got no emails. Alright, bros.